Welcome to the 114th running of the National Western Stock Show, and tonight's event, the Grand Champion Drive of the Market Swine Show. Before we get started, I would like to take a minute to introduce the showmanship champions. In the Junior Swine Showmanship, champion is Callie Logman, Hanford, California. Reserve champion, Maxheimer, Taylor, Missouri. Intermediate champion, Mason Forkner, Richards, Missouri. And the reserve champion, intermediate, Chloe Mayberry, Fayetteville, Missouri. Senior champion, Keaton Woods, Tipton, Indiana. And your reserve champion, Kaylee Byram, Sheldon, Missouri. Give them a round of applause, folks. Those are your champion showmanship. As with any show, it doesn't happen without a lot of people. So before we bring the animals in, I would like to introduce the sale committee that's here this evening. If you'd either raise your hand or stand. Bruce Wagner, chairman. Bob Haycoop, co-chairman. Members, Paul Andrews, Lee Daly, Brett Fox, Seth Grant, Mike Harry, Dave Hartel, Jennifer Holt, Martin Hummel, Buck Hutchinson, Joe O'Day, Brown and Pepple, and Don Thorne. Thank you for being here, folks. Appreciate it. Exhibitors, give them a big round of applause. They're the ones that put the sale together. That's where all the money comes from, right there. Also would like to recognize board of director members that are here. Brooke Fox, Buck Hutchinson, Guy McIndaffer, Bruce Wagner. Again, that's the board members that are here this evening, and again, it wouldn't happen without them. Give them a round of applause, folks. Thank you. I don't know if Paul Andrews is here, but I want to introduce Paul Andrews, President and Chief Executive Officer of the National Western Stock Show. Marshall Ernst is being recognized at the rodeo, so he isn't here this evening, but he's the Senior Director of Livestock Operations. Erin Dorsey, I know she's here, right down here in front. Livestock Show Coordinator, and Clancy Anderson, right over there, Livestock Show Coordinator. Also want to introduce Executive Livestock Committee, Connie Hummel. Where's Connie at? Thanks for being here. And of course, it wouldn't happen without volunteers and the staff. All these young people out here on the edge and the volunteers that are out there also, wouldn't happen without them. So thank you very much. At this time, I want to bring in the reserve champion Market Hogs. The show was earlier today. We're going to start in alphabetical order just the way they showed. Reserve champion Berkshire, Kylie Kaiser from Eaton, Colorado. Reserve champion Chester, Justin Bedecker, Verona, Illinois. I'm not sure how Justin's going to do this. Reserve champion Duroc, Justin Bedecker, Verona, Illinois. Reserve champion Hampshire, Sean Agar, Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Reserve Champion Land Race, Blake Williamson, Snyder, Texas. Reserve Champion OPB, Taylor Black from Marion, Kansas. Reserve Champion Poland, Lacey Logan, Atlanta, Indiana. Reserve Champion Spot, Macy Duncan, Woodward, Oklahoma. Your Reserve Champion Yorkshire, Caden Griffin, Marlow, Oklahoma. And your Reserve Champion Crossbred, Michaela Grady, Grandview, Texas. There's some more people that we need to thank, folks. I'd like to thank Mark Arndt and Ron Cunningham, Ethics Superintendents. I'd like to thank the superintendents of the show, Mike Schwab, Dakota Reese, and Marlon Eisenach. I'd also like to thank the National Swine Registry. They've already left, but they were here and helped with the show all day long. And Jeff Morris from Certified Pedigreed Swine. Where's Jeff at? Right here. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for being here. Also want to introduce, he's up here on the stage with us, Kent Oshner, who is the Colorado State FFA advisor, right over here to my left. And last but not least, Bo Sanders with WW Scales, brings all the scales and lets everybody check weigh on those right down here. Bo, thank you very much. Appreciate all your help all day long. At this time, folks, if you'd put your hands together, give a big round of applause to every one of the exhibitors out there, your reserve champions, as they make their way back to the holding pens. Thank you. While we got a minute, I want to reintroduce Mr. Paul Andrews, President and CEO of the National Western Stock Show, right there up in front. Thank you, Paul, for all you do. Appreciate it. Big round of applause. Thank you, folks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now for the champions. Champion Berkshire, Grant Lackey, Haskell, Texas. Champion Chester, Brindle Harper, Amherst, Texas. Champion Duroc, Travis Wallen, Macon, Illinois. Champion Hampshire went to Tristan Rasco from Silverton, Texas. Champion Landrace, Presley Shanahan, Downs, Illinois. Champion OPB, Bailey Langemeyer, Meade, Nebraska. Champion Poland went to Briley Byers, Abernathy, Texas. Champion Spot, Anna Frankie from Covington, Oklahoma. Next in is the Champion York. Here it comes. Champion York, Addison Thompson, Noble, Oklahoma. And to round out the group, our champion crossbred, Allie Stromberger from Isla, Colorado. At this time, one more time, folks, if you'd put your hands together, Mr. Will Winter from Idalou, Texas is in the ring. He did an amazing job today sorting through this great group of animals. Thank you very much, Will. Thanks for the respect that you showed every one of the exhibitors that walked in the ring today. Thank you.
You guys can park them if you want to or keep driving if you want to. I've never been one of those one of those judges that tell you not to show if you don't want to show. But as we get through some stuff real quick, I'm very comfortable not being in the elite status of the well-versed judges that you'll have. I've tried to pride myself on just being honest and just seeing what I want and just telling you what I see. With that being said, we haven't done enough service to the people at the National Western Show, the people that run this show, the people that are backing you financially and making all this stuff possible for the sale. Regardless of where you're at or what you're doing, take a second for me and put your hands together for all these people that make this thing happen. It's been an unbelievable show. We'll get into another couple of things here real briefly because I'm not a man of a lot of words. But what I will tell you is I've been plenty of miles. I'm plenty weathered. I'm plenty wore out. At 39 years of age, I feel like I'm dang sure older and tireder than I need to be. But with 480 pigs at this particular show, what I've got out here in this ring right now, and what I've seen and what I've got for the reserves, with all of the all-time greats, and you go back to a Doc Hines, you go back to an Al Schminke, or the gentlemen that have paved the way for so many of us that have done it, that have sorted so many shows. Right now in this place, in this barn right now, I challenge every single one of them to line up their champion drives and come line them up next to me because they ain't beating me. This is the very best show I've ever seen on the upper end of my entire life. I've never given out that title. I've judged plenty. And I know that more have judged more than me, but I've seen dang near all of them, and they ain't beating this set. That's a rewarding thing for me, and I'm very fortunate to be the guy that just gets to step out here and judge it. That's the hands off to all the breeders, all the people that have found them, everybody that's been feeding them, the moms that have been cleaning up after them, the kids that are showing to them. That's from me to y'all. Thank you, because this is a special moment to get to see this set of pigs. So from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the opportunity to do this, because this is second to none. I know that we've got plenty of bears to show in the Southwest here coming up, and man, it's a tough hill to climb if you're going to beat these, because I promise you, I'll put this set up against them at Fort Worth, at San Antonio, at Oklahoma City, at San Angelo, at Austin, at the World Pork Expo. It don't matter. this set of pigs here is as good as you're going to find. So you people that don't get to go to a lot of pig shows and just happen to show up or just are just tied into the National Western, feel blessed, because I've been enough miles to tell you comfortably that this is as good as it can get. So thank you guys for the opportunity to come. Lastly, before we name a champion in reserve, there's been plenty of things that have been heavy on my heart, and one of them is, man, outside of just people being people, there's a lot of people that are just mean. Quit being mean. Man, just be nice. You don't know what people are battling with. Everybody here, every single person sitting on the front row, sitting at the top row, everybody here is dealing with something. So quit picking. Let's all get on the same page. Obviously, this is the best program we can raise families and raise pigs with. So let's just get on the same page and quit picking. Let's all just be nice. Let's back each other, and let's make this thing as good as we can, because I've seen what the good can be if we allow the good to be good. So I'm gonna put it. So the last thing I'm gonna tell you is, you don't know what the person next to you is dealing with. So just be nice. It don't take no talent to just be nice. Fire them up. Let's get this done.
Thank you.
Like I've said, I'm not a man of many words, and I'm very, this has been a very, very neat experience for me, and I'm very thankful for the National Western people to allow me to be a part of this. From being a judging kid that didn't grow up in a cattle background, I know this is a Super Bowl. Between this and Fort Worth, this is as good as the cattle deal can get. So for a pig kid to get to come do this in this setting with these people is certainly surreal. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity. Aaron and everybody else that's helped, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad Marissa got to be here to watch this, and she's certainly in agreement that, man, this set of pigs is unreal. And with that being said, I'm going to get to use the very best pig that I've ever got to use at a pig show. Folks, put your hands together and help me congratulate the crossbred as your grand.
Your grand champion market hog goes to Allie Stromberger from Iliff, Colorado.
I really don't think that there is a possible way for you guys to really understand what this means to me. I mean, this is one of that green carpet deal, and the way that this thing is presented is unbelievable. And I've sat up in them stands, and man, this whole thing has been, I can't even describe it. I mean with all my heart that this is the best set of pigs I've seen, and I'm not one of them guys that pat myself on the back or pump my chest, because I think anybody could have found him. I think the set of pigs was that good that it's just how it is. So thank everybody that showed up. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The second best pig that I've got to use, and the second best pig I've got to see in a ring that I've got to use. Crossbred is your reserve grand. Good job.
Your reserve champion goes to Michaela Grady from Grandview, Texas. Congratulations to all the exhibitors. Will Winter, put your hands together one more time for Will Winter, who worked through these all day long. Thank you, Will. Appreciate all your work today.